Another fantastic act coming up for you. This guy is a regular at the Australian Comedy Festival. He works all over Sydney and Australia. You guys are going to love him. So please put your hands together, start making some clapping, start making some cheering for Steve Hoskins.
Awesome. It is so good to be here, so good. I'm a relatively new dad. I've got a 6-month-old at home and a 2-year-old, so I'm just fucking happy to be anywhere right now. You'll do nicely. Wonderful as well, you've come out at a very pointed time of 4 years when the Olympics are on and you've chosen to see comedy. How good are you guys? I'm a little bit addicted to it myself. I'm just watching it every moment I can get. I loved the opening ceremony in Brazil, huh? We were waiting for Rio, weren't we, huh? To have Olympic game. Woo! And I loved in the opening ceremony the national dance of Brazil. We got any Brazilians in? Anyone had a Brazilian lately? I'll take anything right now. I'm not fussy. But they had their national dance for Brazil. Their national dance is called the capoeira. It's actually a martial art. Right? The dudes have no shirt on. I'll keep mine on for the demonstration purposes. I promise you want that to happen. But how's their national dance? It's like... Brisbane are pitching for the 2028 games. How would the Australian national dance go? National fighting dance. What are you looking at? Looking at me, eh? I'll have you. I can have you. I can't wait for that, I can't breathe. That's how unfit I am right now. I've got another 20 minutes to do. I'll have another tune, I might have a diary while I'm out of that. Hold up. This skinny guy to hold me up. No, it's all good. But how was the opening ceremony? I loved it. You see all these countries you've never heard before? Like if I was doing Trivial Pursuit, I'd fail if the question came up. Is this a country or a medical disease? Now, Bermuda, right? I thought it was an area. It's a country. And you saw them come out at the opening ceremony with their flag. I've never seen one competitor from Bermuda. They've just disappeared. I got onto Google and had a look at it. They've never participated. They just walk out and go, like that. And we've got the refugee team this year. The refugee team, they don't even have a country. They are from everywhere. And they got the Olympic flag and everything going on. And everyone went, oh, isn't that nice? So nice to have that. I love that. What you didn't know, it was fisticuffs and stuff before they walked out on who was going to carry the flag. They're feisty fuckers. They are. They're like, give me the flag. This one guy, he just blew up. Found your level beautifully. I promise you I am shitting you not. Do you know what the only gold medal they won was for? Shooting. You can't write this stuff like... When Boutros Ghali or whoever the IOC guy say, I tell you what we do. We get refugee team. Be fucking piss funny. They win the shooting. And how good's our support, the government? I guess Malcolm Turnbull had a few things on, didn't he? Not like before when you had all the other Prime Ministers when they all liked to be at the Qantas plane and make a speech about sending up our athletes to go and win gold. The only time he turned up was when the kayak team, the rowing team and the sailing team were heading off. He turned up. Because last at the Beijing Olympics they won all gold. So he turns up because any gold, Malcolm's there. He said, I'd like to congratulate and give the best to the kayak team, the rowing team and the sailing team. Turns out he likes boat people after all. A few Liberal voters in, okay, found that level as well. Can say anything you want about the doggies, mate, but don't be talking about my Malcolm like that. My Malcolm. Surfing is the demonstration sport this year as well. Fair enough, it is Brazil, near Rio de Janeiro. Apparently they surf as well. Mick Fanning, our guy's going to represent us. Yeah, he's also representing us in the pool. He's doing the 50 metres freestyle. When the gun goes off, he's got Thorpe at the back, he just goes, shark! If you can run on water and finish, it's a legal thing. Don't worry about it. They've got it sorted. My favourite sport, and it's just about to come on, I think it's on Sunday, or it's tomorrow, is the gymnastics. Yeah, we've got a fan. Lovely. What's your name, sweetie? Lisa. And did you do gymnastics? No. You look like you could. It's very dark. I can't see anything, so that compliment is veiled. But I can tell with the handsome man you got next to you there. Now, it's not for that reason that I'm doing the loving the gymnastics that you think. It's because that discipline is the only one that is so diverse. Like, it's really tough, really hard what they do, the gymnastics. Like, they're full concentration, holding their body like in a position for a long time. Then they do those parallel bars and go frumph, 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 you know, and they're going round and round and everything. And then the very next thing they do is pick up a ribbon. Isn't that right, Lily? And then the ball. That ball gets me. Ball. Professional athletes being paid. That's their job. They work 4 years for it. And no matter how hard it was or how silly and simple, they always end like this. Incredible stuff. Hey, buddy, you need someone to talk to you. That's me. What's your name?
I'm happy. It's all right.
All right, mate.
Making me happy.
What's your name?
Jimmy,
Jimmy, what do you do for a living?
I work in manufacturing.
You work in manufacturing? What do you manufacture?
Okay, I work in Colgate Palmolive.
Colgate Palmolive. You make toothpaste.
Yes, something like that.
Can you imagine Jerry doing this? Yeah, g'day. Yep. 3 cartons of Sparkle, 2 all white, 3 minty breath fresh, 4 pallets. I want that out immediately. Meep, 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 meep. Done. Hello, sweetheart, in the salmon top. What's your name? Vivian, what do you do for a job? You're a cook. Imagine Vivian. Hi, I'm Vivian. You know my cousin Nigella. I'm going to make you a cake today. Bit of flour, bit of sugar, put it in the oven 240 degrees. Cake, let's put some chocolate on it. This is Vivian's chocolate cake. And it's done. Viv, love your work. Thanks, Colgate. Need to brush your teeth after you eat all that cake, you know that. Keep them nice and clean. Ah, lovely. So, how good was that census, hey? Should have filled out my census. The website's fucking broken. Worst thing in my life drove me half fucking mad. Wasted my time though, and the fine is atrocious. $180. I won't do that again. Bloody pathetic, isn't it? You've got to go and queue up to vote, but you can do the census online. That didn't make sense. How was our election too? All that time and we had no result. No result. It reminds me of my sex life. My wife has a vote, I have a vote, I lose the election. Every time. And how's voting? They get that wrong too. I decided I'd fill out the white form, I'd put every number below the line. Any engineers in at all? Yes. Oh, hi sweetie. Can you go and work at the Electoral Commission? You'll make a killing. They'll pay you $1 million for it. All you have to do is make the cardboard voting booth as wide as the fucking form. I'm writing it on the side, I'm going down. It wasn't that hard. We had a shit choice anyway, right? So anyway, I did the ones below the line. I ended up just marking the sex party. How true politically would they be? I mean, they're going to fuck it up anyway. So they're giving you a great steer right there, you know? How honest is that? I just love it. Then we had to wait the week because the postal votes had to come in. The postal votes. We had to wait a week to hear who our government was from the pedophiles. Well, who else can't get within 50 metres of a fucking school? Pedophiles are choosing us. Oh, mate, we won't get that violent about it. They're all right. We won't go there. I'm not doing that in my comedy. Oh, dear. So I'm a new dad. Yep, got this 6-month-old, got a 2-year-old, so I've got all that going on, which is really cool. Before my wife and I had kids, bit of a late starter, I'll let you down early. Yep, I'm just over 40. I know, can you tell? Amazing. But my wife and I were considered dinks. We were double income, no kids. We'd come home from work, sit on the couch and watch our favourite porn. Property porn. Yeah, our favourite show was Location, Location, Location. Now all I see the last 2 years, sit on the same couch and watch Lactation, Lactation, Lactation. Which is fine. I knew breastfeeding was important, I just didn't know how important until we were ready to leave. We're just about to leave the hospital and we had the little cute little nuggets, so precious, you know, so in the little capsule, and we had the bag with all the towels and little blue, green, you know, little blankies and everything, and we were shitting ourselves. And just as we were about to leave, this happened. Hi, my name's Joan. I'm your lactation consultant. That's her job. She was full on too. Like, I was all like ready to go, no, husband, what you're going to do is you're going to help her milk to come down. Breast is best. So what you're going to do on the way home with that beautiful cherub, and I'm looking at you, sir, because, you know, you look like a nice couple. This might happen to you one day, very soon. And she says, what you're going to do is stop into Coles. I want you to buy barley. And you're going to boil barley, let it cool down, throw away the barley, and your wife's going to drink the barley water. It's great for her milk to come down. While you're there, I want you to get Uncle Toby's rolled oats. You're going to make her porridge every day. Oats is wonderful for her milk to come down. I think Joan was a 55-year-old gay man. But he knew his shit, right? No, he wasn't going to respect the gender he was in. And on a Friday, as a reward for all this, she can enjoy one drink, a Guinness, because stout is great for her milk to come down. I'm like, oh my God, I'm on the whole end of a whole bunch of work here, and it sounds expensive. So I got to thinking, right? I've had milk my whole life. Where do I get milk from? Milk comes from cows. What do cows eat? Yeah. My kid is super healthy. My wife's not happy. Haven't mown the lawn for 2 years. Smashed it. People come up to you, they're full of advice when you have a kid. Oh, your life will change. Your life's going to change. I'm like, no, it won't. We got like 3 weeks in. We got the pram. We decided we'd go to the local shopping centre. So we collapsed the pram, we put the pram in the car, we got the bag with all the little bottles and everything and all the little extra jumpsuits and the towels and stuff, and put that in the car, and then we got him and put him back in that capsule. Then you've got to fit the capsule in and get the strap and pull the strap in and make sure he's all secure, and then you put it over his little thing and click that in and it's all good to go, and put the thing over over the window because the sun's going to come in, and then you drive out of your driveway and you go and you get to the mall, and then you go and do the laps for the mums with bub spots. So, you know, you finally find one, you do that, and you go into the mall, and suddenly you realise what handicapped people go through, because you're looking for every ramp and lift that you can. It's the only way, so you wait for the lift to go up. We went to the food court. We had a couple of things to eat. Then it was breastfeeding time, so she had to go into the mother's room and get that sorted, and then he needed changing. And then we went to Aldi and got 3 things, and then we went down to the car, unpacked the pram, put the pram back, put the bag back, put the kid back in the capsule, tightened it up. It has to go over his shoulders. It's really important that he's there and facing backwards. And then you click that in, put the sock back on the thing, and drove home. And we smashed that in 14 hours. Life will change my ass. Yeah. But it's amazing when you're actually in the shopping centre and you're pushing the kid, and you get the mum, the seasoned mum, who has an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old that's ripping the place to shreds. There's just chaos. Like there's smoke and that pouring out. And they like beeline to you and come up, and she goes, hi, oh, lovely new baby. Oh, how old? Oh, 3 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks. And then they do this. Getting any sleep? Knowing the answer, right? And you're innocent, you go, no. And then they metamorphosize. They just go, and you never will! Smoke came out her nose, bats flew out of her ass, the whole thing, right? And if that's not bad enough, you get the little old deers. Oh, they can sniff a baby at 300 yards, they're amazing. The little old deers. So you're pushing the baby and then they come up, ah, ah, new baby. Oh, oh, I love the smell of a new baby. Can I smell your baby? I'm handing my kid to people to sniff. So I've cottoned onto that, right? Have a bit of fun with it. I drop my wife off, she goes into witchery, where she belongs. No. Seriously, that place, guys, if you haven't been, don't let your wife in there. It's a reason it's called witchery. She'll go in with your wallet and some spell happens. Hubble, bubble, boil and trouble in witchery. Overpriced clothing, I've got your wife. You'll never see your credit card again. So I peel the kid away from witchery and I go to find a gaggle of grannies. I don't know what the collective noun for grannies is, so it's going to be a gaggle. You can find them, they're always at Gloria Jean's. And I wheel the kid past now and they go... And then they all hover around, they come around the pram and they all go, ah, new baby. I go, yep. Love the smell of a new baby. Can we smell your baby? Little do they know that I know he was due for a change. You should see him lean in. Let's put it this way. Gloria Jean's isn't getting quite as much trade as they used to. It's all good. People are full of advice too, like, as I said, but people are not as nice to you when you've got a kid. Like, I took Sebi, he's the older one, when he was just nearly 2 to the playground, and we were hanging out at the playground, just having a great time. This lady who had her kid there was there as well, and she turns to me, she says, oh, he's cute. How old's he? And I'm like, I rounded up, I said, oh, he's 2. I said, your daughter's lovely, looks a bit older. How old is she? 30 months. Thanks. Reverse engineering maths to figure out your kid's age. Can't you say 2.5? I turned 40 a couple of years ago. People came up and went, oh, Steve, I hear you've had a significant birthday. How old were you? I never once said 504 months. Just didn't do it. My brother's got 4 daughters, so he's full of advice. He says, you gotta watch what you feed your kids. That's how my brother talks. Gotta watch what you feed your kids. You know I don't let the girls never let them eat chicken. I said, why? He said, chicken breast. Don't want that happening to my girls, mate. So I took it on board, right? I got 2 boys. I'm thinking, I'll take that on board. Do you know how hard it is to find a butcher that sells donkey? It's really hard. And then they go, oh, he's 2. Oh, he's going to go to school soon. Oh, have you had him checked for ADHD? I said, no, what's that? Never heard of it. She said, oh, ADHD. You know when he's got ADHD because he's... And when music comes on, it's even worse. It's like... I said, yeah, we had that when I was young. We called it AC/DC. Anyway, I think he's into Midnight Oil, because when he was a year old, he was learning to walk. He was like Peter Garrett's, like, US forces give the nod. And the advice gets worse. They're like, oh, and when he does go to school, he can't take anything that contains traces of nuts. He's a boy. Now, I found out why, right? And I am highly empathetic to the situation at hand, why kids can't take things to school that contain traces of nuts in their lunchbox. But are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? Are you with me? When we grew up, right? When we grew up, if the bully from the class next door broke into your bag at recess, cracked open your bag, took your lunchbox, pissed off out into the playground, opened your peanut butter sandwich, threw the wrapping away, wolfed it down, smashed it, had an anaphylactic shock and was gone by lunch, boom! We called that natural selection. That's me, guys. I've really enjoyed you guys. Go Canterbury. Love you guys. Take care. I've been Steve Hoskins. See you next time.
ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up again for Steve.